When I went to Ghana in 1985 to attend the funeral of my father. The next morning I heard a woman wailing and screaming, and I said, what's the problem? She had just lost her 12-year-old daughter who was in grade 6. So I said, what happened? Diarrhea and vomiting and dehydration. And I said, so? And they said there was no needles or intravenous fluids and tubings to rehydrate her. That moment was my moment to do something. Tears ran down my eyes. And I came back to Windsor, and we started looking for things to try and see how we can help. Just for those who don't know where Ghana is, it's on the west coast of Africa, formerly called the Gold Coast. The areas that we work in is full of people who are peasant farmers. And so when I came back, I went to the hospitals and clinics and doctors' offices in Windsor and said, if you have anything that is usable that you don't need, I want it. So I told them I was the garbage collector of Windsor. Don't send anything to the dump until I approve it. And with that, we started sending things to Ghana. Those of you who are old enough will remember that in 1995 at a district conference, former Rotarian Brad Sanga and myself presented to you our vision care trip there, where we provided eye services and eye glasses to over 2,500 people. We mentioned to you at that point that we had come across a group of women in the village of Degri who approached us and asked us for help to try and start their own community farm just for women in order to raise income for themselves. We asked them what they wanted. All they wanted was some hose and some cutlasses and some money for seedlings. So we gave them $300. We came back and presented this information to you, and immediately all these clubs jumped on board. District 6400, that was the beginning of your story in Ghana. Enough money was raised at that meeting to provide tables and chairs for kids who were sitting on the floor, and the first library was built back in 1996, the first in the whole region. Can you imagine the state of Michigan having no library, and this was the first there, in order to help kids have books to read and to be able to assist themselves. Same time, using Rotary matching grant, we were able to build a workshop for the disabled women who were mainly the scourge of our group, polio. This is a post-polio paralyzed woman who can only move in that kind of a wheelchair. Anastasia became the chief seamstress and was able to assist other women in the same group with the supplies of sewing machines and other things that were provided to teach them how to sew in order to be independent. Unlike here, there's no social services providing them with monthly income, so it's survival of the fittest. So you have to take care of yourself one way or the other. Rotary advanced its polio program back, I think, in the mid-90s to what we all refer to as Polio Plus, at which point they encouraged Rotary clubs to partner in order to get this disease off the land. PDG Bob Gallagher went there in 2004 together with Sheila Mosley and Jean to provide and to be part of the first Rotary polio immunization program and gave the drop. This was the first group of Rotarians from the 6400 who went to Ghana in order to provide care. You know, Rotary has 6 focuses of interest. One of them is maternal child health, and the second is disease and prevention. In spite of sending them medical supplies, which we still continue to do, and over the last couple of years, we've sent about 6 40-foot containers of medical supplies and other things to Ghana, we decided that we were going to participate in knowledge transfer. Every time Rotary teams left District 6400 to Ghana, one of the things they do is give out mosquito nets to pregnant women and children. As you know, malaria is still the leading cause of death of children under 5, at least in Ghana. We continue to assist in supporting health centers. And just recently, this health center, and by that I mean it is not a hospital, it is managed usually and almost exclusively by nurses. So nursing staff at the first point of entry was renovated with District 64 International Grant The ward, which also serves as a delivery room, was renovated, and we had a community outing where we handed over to this jubilant group of people. And those are the plaques testifying to the fact that District 6400 was the major donor. Again, we took a group there, and we took this building, which was at the main hospital for the district, renovated it, designed it, equipped it, and the hospital provided nursing staff, and now we have a neonatal intensive care unit, the first of its kind in the northern half of the whole country of Ghana. As we said, knowledge transfer became important, so when Rotary switched from group study exchange to vocational training team concept, District 6400 sent up a group of us over there on the district vocational training program. We had a dental person who went and did a dental checkup at 6 schools of about 3,000 students. She taught other people, the local people, who was basically a dental assistant, not a dental dentist or a dental surgeon, to do simple things like extractions and filling cavities and that sort. We had an ophthalmologist who provided some eye care and taught the local doctors, not surgeons, doctors, how to remove cataract in order to prevent blindness. We had respiratory therapist people, and together with nurses, they were providing care directly to things. But the most important thing was that we decided to go to the clinics, which I said was manned by nurses, to provide education, to recognize problems in pregnancy, labor, and delivery in order to prevent this. We had workshops and classes for the professors and tutors of nursing to give them advanced education in maternal child health, disease prevention, and disease treatment. But the key focus of that VTT was teaching staff, both in the hospitals and in the clinics, on the management of women with problems because, ladies and gentlemen, maternal mortality is a reality in Ghana, not just here, and not here. For example, I'm from Windsor, and in the last 18 years, we lost 1 woman as a complication of labor and delivery. In Ghana, 39 out of 1,000 women die every year as a result of pregnancy. So pregnancy is not really as simple as we see it here. It's taken very seriously. We taught the staff how to provide care to sick and natural babies at the various clinics, and using the neonatal intensive care unit, we improved their quality of understanding, training, etc. Again, Rotary in 1995 sent another team. But I mentioned about the women group that we gave us 300. Whatever happened to them? Their group has expanded to 65. They won the award as the best women agricultural group in the district, and they were proud to show us their certificate. They've now got a pig farm. Don't laugh. And in 1980, Rotary Club in 1918 entered into an agreement with $5,000 as a base for them to have a microcredit where each lady the first year borrowed about $50 in order to start individual economic activities. It has to be economic activities and nothing else. And I can tell you that I'm very proud to tell you that over the years, and as of last count, that $5,000 is now $8,000. So they are paying back at approximately 95 to 98% recovery rate of the loans that they borrow. They've decided that the environment is barren, so they are now planting trees of their own in order to reclaim the land and provide fodder for their things. Recently, in April, I was back there to see them, and we've now started a basic literacy program where the women in their classroom under the tree are able to learn how to write and read, and that's a program that is ongoing, just started 3 months ago. What about the disabled women? They're still there, 18 years afterwards, they're still working hard. They've graduated 20 disabled, and when I say disabled, I mean paraplegic, they're paralyzed from waist down, women who now know how to sew, and they have their own business. They all graduate and get a sewing machine, and they are now on their own, fending for themselves and their children. Every time a Rotary team goes there, we take them supplies and gifts and even assist them in teaching them how to do a few little things. Water, 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 they say water is life. The northern part of Ghana experiences only 2.5 to 3 months of rain every year, and the rest of the time is dry and hot, average temperature 40, 42 degrees centigrade, or American, you can say 98 to 110 sometimes. So water is a problem, and there's not enough water for agricultural use, animal use, or even household use. If they have to get water, the poor ladies have to walk miles to try and fetch water in order to take care of the household. And also, school children have to get up early in the morning, sometimes at 5 o'clock, to go help fetch water and then go to school. Not surprisingly, some of them don't make it to school because by the time they come back, school gone. District 6400 and Rotary Club of Windsor 1918, with our partners from the Rotary Club of Accra Ring Road Central, have put together a program, and over the last 3 years, we've drilled boreholes or wells in community, and community, and community, and community, and even the leftover water collected in a receptacle is used by the animals and the birds to drink, and of course, children love water. It's a swimming pool for them. So we've put in about 15 of such wells in the community in order to provide water to about 25,000 people who now have access to clean water. And not only that, they're in the village, right in the community, so the women don't have to walk several miles. They now have extra time to do their household job. And next, if there's a school in the community, the borehole is next to the school, so the girls don't have to go further. And the little ones who normally will run home to drink water and not come back to school, now stay in school.